My name is Rasmus Højgaard and I'm the head of design at DICE.
And congratulations, you won the Audience Award tonight here at the GDCAs. Let's talk a little bit about what Battlefield 1 did differently than a lot of the other ones. You kind of slowed down gameplay with the weapons. Can you talk about the decision to make it a more deliberate approach, a little more strategical?
So, I mean, a lot of it really came from the very different era that, first of all, is not an era that people have seen a lot in any entertainment medium, at least not on like a very large scale. So a lot of it was just driven by the equipment and the hardware that existed in those times, and that also then, you know, drove a little bit of a different way to engage with the game, combined with the fact that we took a different approach to single player and a lot of different things, just made the game feel like a fairly radically different proposition from a lot of the recent Battlefield games that have all been like modern. Even Bad Company was modern, although it had a different tone to it. So, you know, it's interesting how, you know, Battlefield as a fairly realistic game can be so driven by the era, because, you know, it can't be driven by, you know, things like fantasy or interpretation of how we want to do things, like because it's fantasy or science fiction or anything like that. We have to really stick to realism. So era here in this case was a really big driver for how the game ended up feeling like.
And then, you know, how did you still make it fun while slowing it down? I think that was a concern for a lot of people when they saw the trailers. They're like, oh my God, this isn't going to be the same as Battlefield 4. But it was just as fun, and there's still the same amount of smack talk. How did you balance it to make sure that, even though the pace of play may have been slower, it was still going to be that same kind of fun in multiplayer?
So it's really, really down to the DNA of the really great designers and the great people we have in the company, who just understand so well how to tweak and tune everything to feel the Battlefield way, even if we change things. So, I mean, one of the really interesting things, I mean, I'm fairly new at DICE, I've been there a couple of years only, but a lot of people have had an incredible tenure, so it's so much part of their DNA how to put together a Battlefield game. So even when we change things, they just know how to go about it in a way that still makes it feel like a Battlefield game, even if tempo changes or if ranges would shift, or, you know, like, and so, you know, it's a combination of being really, really experienced, being great designers, being great developers, and then at the same time having a willingness to kind of try out new things and then iterate on it and just make it work.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, and we look forward to future DLC. What else do you have planned?
Yeah, it's going to be great. You have a lot to look forward to.
Awesome.